You may remember the Declaration of Human Rights was adopted after World War II in 1948 by the General Assembly of the United Nations. And the idea was to express something as a reaction against what we had just gone through in World War II. And that is a long and bitter war against forces of racism and nationalism and militarism. And the idea was that, oh, this was going to be a new world now. This is going to be different now. And the Declaration of Human Rights was a way of saying, this is the kind of world we want to live in. And if you look at the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, you'll go down through the articles. Basically, the idea is that every human being anywhere in the world is entitled to certain basic human rights. Essentially, it's a kind of internationalization of our own Declaration of Independence. Our Declaration of Independence says that all people are created equal. Everybody has a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Universal Declaration of Independence extends this worldwide and spells out what that means. Everybody has a right to life. We need to take that seriously. That means that the children of Iraq have as much of a right to life as our children. It means that people who have come here from another country should have exactly the same rights as people in this country. It means that everybody has a right to health care, no matter who they are, no matter where they come from. That nobody has a right to say, these children do not have the right to an education because they are the children of people who don't have the right papers. That is a shameful act. And that is a violation of the Declaration of Independence. It's a violation of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
Antes de venir aquí, estuve leyendo lo que es la Declaración Internacional de los Derechos Humanos, que me encanta leer este documento para recordarme de...
If we really follow the principles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that all people everywhere have the same right to life, to liberty, to pursue happiness, then we could not have war anymore. Because if we made war, we'd be making war on our own brothers and sisters. If everybody in this world were our brothers and sisters, then war would mean we are making war on them. We're making war on our own children. We are violating that principle every day as our troops do mayhem in Iraq. And as we build up a military prepared to do mayhem, who knows where, in Iran or some other place. The essence of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, just as it is the essence of the UN Charter, is that we do not want to accept war anymore as a solution for whatever problem there exists in the world.
Si bien la Declaración Internacional de los Derechos Humanos dice que cada ser humano tiene el derecho de la vida, de la libertad, de la felicidad, bueno, lo que significa es que ya no puede haber guerra, porque si todo el mundo es hermano y hermana, pues ¿cómo vamos a hacer guerra a nuestros propios hermanos? Ahora en este momento, ya que tenemos un ejército que está echando riata en Irak, que está preparándose para echar riata en Irán, pues tenemos que acordarnos de estos principios de derechos humanos internacionales.
We have to get over this narrow and bigoted definition of patriotism, in which this definition, this distortion of the idea of patriotism, which says that you must obey your government whatever it does, and that only the people living within this particular area have a right to your feelings of sympathy and brotherhood and sisterhood. That is not patriotism. That is totalitarianism, and it is not democracy.
Tenemos que pasar más allá a una definición de lo que es el patriotismo. Tenemos que tener una definición amplia de lo que es el patriotismo. El patriotismo no significa únicamente obedecer al gobierno en todo lo que dice. El patriotismo no es querer a algunos porque eran nacidos en algún lugar y odiar a otros porque eran nacidos en otro lugar. Eso no es el patriotismo.
If we want to have a humane and truthful definition of patriotism, we have to distinguish between the government and the people. And we have to understand that the interests of the government may not be the interests of the people, that the interests of the government may run counter to the interests of the people. The Declaration of Independence says that governments are artificial creations. They are set up by the people of the country in order to ensure certain rights, an equal right to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. And when, and these are the words of the Declaration of Independence, when governments become destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish the government. We are in that situation now in this country. This government has violated the principles for which it is supposed to stand. This government has violated the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It has violated the right to life of those thousands of Americans who have died in Iraq. It has violated the rights of their families. It has violated the rights of Iraqi people in the hundreds of thousands. It has violated the rights of people in this country by taking the enormous wealth of this country, which could be used for health and education and child care, and squandering that wealth on weapons of destruction. Yes, weapons of mass destruction. That which Iraq was supposed to have, but which the United States possesses in greater quantity than any country in the world.
Este gobierno ha violado los derechos humanos que tenemos en este país. Este gobierno viola los derechos de los miles de personas que han muerto en esta guerra en Irak, que no tiene sentido. Ha violado los derechos de sus familiares. Y más aún, este gobierno dice que anda en la búsqueda de armas de destrucción masiva en el resto del mundo, pero realmente es el gobierno estadounidense que tiene la cantidad más grande de estas armas de destrucción masiva.
They talk about globalization. By globalization, they mean the right of corporations to go anywhere they want, roam anywhere they want, do whatever they want, pay whatever wages they want, under whatever conditions they want, without regard to borders. That's what they mean by globalization. We need a different kind of globalization. We need a kind of globalization which means that people have a right to go wherever they want in the world. Just as people have a right in this country to go from one state to another. People should have a right to go wherever they want in the world. If you have a right to pursue happiness, you should have a right to pursue that happiness wherever you want to pursue it. We need to think about a world in which we wipe out national boundaries, in which you don't have to deal with passports and visas and quotas and all of the bureaucratic obstacles that stand in the way of people moving around the world to wherever they can pursue happiness.
Abajo a las fronteras, abajo las visas, abajo los pasaportes, abajo las cuotas, que todo el mundo ande por donde le dé las ganas.
It's ironic that we are building walls around the world to keep people out, to keep people from going from one place to another. We're building a wall along the southern border of California to keep Mexicans out of the territory that we stole from them in the Mexican War. And now they're building walls in Israel to keep Palestinians from moving wherever they should have a right to move. And it's ironic that this government is building walls, and the Israeli government is building a wall. And you may recall that when the Berlin Wall was built, we were outraged. People should not be prevented from going from one part of Germany to another. And when the wall came down, everybody was celebrating and happy. Yes, this is freedom. And now we're violating the spirit of bringing down walls. And we should move to take down all the walls that exist anywhere in the world to keep people from going from one place to another.
Qué poco sentido